today. We begin with breaking news tonight at 7 o'clock. Chopper 4 over the scene as police in Fort Lauderdale swarm Broward Health after reports of a man armed with a knife.
This all started less than an hour ago. At first, there were reports that the man may have taken hostages, but police have since confirmed that is not the case.
All right, let's go live right now to CBS 4 Silva Harapetian, who's at the scene with the latest information. Silva, what can you tell us?
Good evening. I have some breaking news here. About 7 minutes ago, Fort Lauderdale Police Department tweeted that the subject is now detained without further incident. Take a look right here. You can see flashing lights, and we're seeing Fort Lauderdale fire rescue crews coming out of the hospital. And if you look closely, you can see the entrance of Broward Health still open, people walking in and out. That's because Fort Lauderdale Police telling us that the hospital is operational and has been throughout this incident. Apparently, the suspect that they were talking about, the subject, barricaded himself in a room. He was a patient in this hospital on the 5th floor, and based on, you can see, we can tell this is over because you can see SWAT walking out with their gear now, taking off their equipment. We now know that this is now over, but it all started at about 4:45 when he apparently barricaded himself in the room, indicated that he wanted to hurt himself. It's not clear at this time how or where he got a knife, but apparently staff notified security called police, and that's how it all started. We were told about an hour ago by the Fort Lauderdale Police Department that the suspect and subject was detained and basically contained to the 5th floor, and the remainder of the hospital remained operational, and there were no other threats, and only the 5th floor. I don't know if you can see, if you see the entrance of the hospital, you can see the SWAT members now walking out. So there is a sense of sort of relief going on here at the Broward Hospital. No one heard at this time just why did this man do this, or what he wanted. Broward County Sheriff's Department, excuse me, I should say Fort Lauderdale Police Department, was able to tell us that they did not know what he wanted or why he barricaded himself. At no point was there a hostage situation, but again, the hospital was operational, and the man, within the last 10 minutes, was arrested.
I'm certainly glad this is over without anyone getting hurt, Silva. I wonder what people were telling you coming out of the hospital. I bet you some people didn't even know that there was anything going on.
You know, that's the interesting part. We talked to a woman who was on the 5th floor. She knew what was going on because she said at one point SWAT members came into the room where her son was staying and on the 5th floor, and she actually described to us how they used his window and pulled out their guns and weapons and were scoping that floor looking for that barricaded suspect. But we talked to other people that were in the hospital visiting family and friends, and they did not know anything about this incident until they walked out the front door. In fact, one couple told us they were in the ICU on the other side of the hospital. They even got a text message from some friends who warned them about this situation. They did not believe it. They came out and they saw the incident. That's when they knew something was going on. Again, this incident over. We're going to try to get an update as soon as we can, and if we know more that we need to let you know about, we will bring it to you. We're live. Silva Harapetian, CBS 4 News Tonight.
All right, Silva live in Fort Lauderdale. Thanks very much. Of course, we'll continue to follow this story for you. You can look for the latest details coming up later tonight on the CBS 4 News at 11 and anytime online at cbsmiami.com.